All day here in North Georgia for the conclusion of the UNG Nighthawk Classic, day number 2, and already a good game in the books with Tusculum knocking off Clayton State 83-66. The final here in the Classic will feature the homestanding Nighthawks of North Georgia taking on Lincoln Memorial, unbeaten at 3-0.
Yeah, it's a great cap to a couple of long weekends of basketball. 10th game already here in the Convocation Center. The 10th one here will be our Nighthawks, 2-1, taking on 3-0 Tusculum, a team that has come to this Classic for the last 2 years. Well-coached team. Will be a little bit different look than yesterday's game. Won't be quite as up and down, quite as fast-paced. But nonetheless, there's going to be two really good basketball teams squaring off against each other.
Without question, you look at the game yesterday with Lincoln Memorial getting past Clayton State 77-64, and then in last night's nightcap, what a game between North Georgia and Tusculum. Lead changes aplenty.
Yep.
Momentum shifts changing on a regular basis. I don't think we'll see the same, perhaps, style of play that we saw last night.
No, last night was a game of runs, and anytime a game has that many possessions, 138 field goal attempts over the two teams, that's just a lot of basketball. There's a lot of opportunity for ebb and flow of a game. So it's a couple things that are interesting to keep an eye on for North Georgia. We have yet to kind of catch on fire from behind the three-point line. 6 of 25 last night. We really want to get that shooting percentage up into the 30s, middle 30s. But a nice takeaway is on the non-3-point shots of all of those possessions, we were 22 of 39. Well over 50%, and I think some of that has to do with the fact that because of the full court pressure, a lot of that was shot around the rim, 2v1 situations, transition advantage basketball. One thing, and the pace and the defensive pressure will be just a tad bit different tonight, but one thing that we've just absolutely got to keep our eye on is we're just one day away removed from 27 turnovers in one game.
Yeah.
And understandably, your turnover count is going to be higher when teams pressure like Tusculum did last night. But in a game like today where there will be significantly fewer possessions, where we can't afford to give those away.
No doubt about it. Starting lineups now for the Rail Splitters of Lincoln Memorial under head coach Devin Carter. Let me starting Giovanna Rios, number 1. She's a grad student from Orlando, Florida, and came to Lincoln Memorial by way of Florida Southwestern State. She'll also be starting number 12, Alexa Smitty. She's a sophomore from Somerset, Kentucky, and a transfer from Trevecca Nazarene. Number 15, Jordan Maney, a grad student from Atlanta, played her high school ball at Dutchtown High School. Number 20, Lauren Flowers, a grad student from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And number 22, a former North Georgia player, Chloe Savage, grad student from Cookeville, Tennessee. Again, the Rail Splitters 3-0. Starting lineup now for the Nighthawks under head coach Buffy Burson at 2-1. Starting freshman Lexi Pierce from right here in Dahlonega, number 4. Carly Fahey, number 5, a junior from Sewanee, transfer from UNC Asheville. Number 10, Daisha Cannon, a junior from Cleveland, Georgia. Number 13, Ansley Hall, junior from Watkinsville, Georgia. Leading scorer for the Nighthawks at 20.7 points per game. And number 21, Emily Truchot. And Emily, apologies for mispronouncing your name the entire game yesterday. We'll get it right tonight.
Got a feeling over the next 3 months you're going to say her name a few times. So
a lot.
Our margin for error will definitely expand.
No doubt about it. And what a great addition to this team that Emily is.
And I think that she's such a talented player. I'm not quite sure she's yet to kind of figure out how well she's got jurisdiction to do what she needs to do. And I think when she becomes comfortable being the person, good things are going to happen.
Nighthawks win the opening tip, have the first possession of the day. and are in their black uniforms. A sharp look here today. Truschel, double team, ball out of bounds, and it will go over to Lincoln Memorial. First possession for the Rail Splitters. Rios with the ball. Works to the left wing, picks up her dribble. Now away it goes to Maney. Top of the key, works down the left side. Shot clock at 10. Around the horn goes the ball. Now drive to the paint, shot no good. Rebound taken. That shot didn't have a chance.
One thing you've seen us do a little bit more is we are not afraid to go little to big switch. And our guards are just really athletic and quick and are okay to buy time guarding a post in there, which creates a little bit of disruption offensively.
Three-pointer straight away, no good. Rebound taken by Rios. Second possession of the day now for the Rail Splitters. No score. 8:42 to go here in the opening quarter. Believe. Now three-pointer in the corner, no good. Nighthawks on the move. Pierce stops, zips it. Intended for Emily, but knocked away by Jordan Maney. Hall triggers it right in front of the Lincoln Memorial bench. Works to the foul line, stops. Truschel, nice fake, but they say an extra step.
Yeah, on the shot faker, both feet came off the floor, which will definitely be a travel when they return.
Your officials for today's game, crew chief Carrie Pierre, joined by Megan Downs and Rob Kelly. Still no score. We've played nearly 2 minutes here in Dahlonega. Savage backs in on the right side, whips the left-handed pass into the corner. Shot underneath, no good. A little too far underneath, but Rail Splitters come up with it again. Long heave from the left side, right into the hands of Rios. And a travel turns it over.
Maybe, is it a travel or, okay, yeah. Didn't know if she had got called for the foul, or we got called for the foul or not.
There was some contact. Hall's going to bring it up herself. Rios behind, flailing. Contact, that's going to be an offensive foul on Ansley Hall. That is the first personal on Ansley. Still no score, 7:40 to go in quarter number one. On the left side, Smitty gets it away to Maney. Now Savage will drive, has it knocked away, gets it back. Shot is up, and it is no good. Lot of contact and a whistle.
Couple bunnies missed by Lincoln Memorial. They've been able to shot fake and hard dribble drive to the rim. Luckily on those misses, we've had Emily Truschel right under the rim, able to gather it, and the aggressiveness of the offensive rebounding for Lincoln Memorial has turned into a foul for us.
Nighthawks looking to draw first blood. We played 3 minutes. Hall on the left wing, shot clock at 8. Drives to the left elbow. Now Truschel, three-pointer wouldn't go, and she'll head to the line for 3 free throw attempts.
And I think that's one thing that she's going to have to become accustomed to is as a premier shooter in this league and scorer, she's going to have just a fraction less time to get off those shots.
Right.
There's going to be attention to closing out to her. And even right there, that three was moderately by necessity.
Right.
And just had to be just a quick are just a fraction of a second quicker than the rhythm that she appreciates. So that's something that she's going to have to become comfortable doing as one of our primary lead scorers.
Well, and that primary lead scorer just put in 3 free throws in a row. The drive, a shot off the glass, well off the mark from Lauren Flowers. Nighthawks have it, up 3-0. Hall zips it cross court. Three-pointer up, no good. Rebound. Daisha Cannon zips it out. Truschel, straightaway 3 from Hall, good.
Nice offensive rebound by Daisha Cannon, creating that extra possession for us off of the rhythm 3 from Lexi Pierce, which looked good coming off of her hand. Extra possession by Daisha, and Nighthawks.
Rios in the corner, that one no good. Weak side rebound by Cannon. Pass ahead to Hall. I think it may have actually been intended for Pierce. Hall in the corner, fakes the 3, works on Savage, baseline move.
Yep. That's a high basketball IQ right there by Ansley, seeing the matchup and seeing Lincoln Memorial's big on her. Lifted her with a shot fake, and that has to be dribble penetration.
And got the first step. Cannon holding high. Shot clock at 15. What a move by Cannon!
That's another matchup that we like right there. If their 4 guards Truschel, then, if they have a 3 guarding Truschel, then Daisha Cannon will be guarded by a 4 in this lineup, and that's something that she can attack off the bounce for sure. And really sometimes Truschel gets guarded by 5s, can be guarded by 3s. So, but twice on the last 2 possessions for North Georgia, that's been done a really good job of just organic basketball, seeing what our matchup is and attacking, giving it to the right person to attack accordingly.
Find the weakness. Truschel picks up her dribble, away to Cannon. Daisha on the left side. Ball knocked free. It will stay North Georgia ball. 5:08 to go first quarter. 8-0. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Hall steps back. I don't think the shot clock has started. And we'll see if that is changed by a tick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there was 5:08 to start with. Hall will launch a long 3. This one off the iron, no good. Rios the rebound. Giovanna now in the corner. Smitty hits the 3, and that's the first basket coming at the 4:51 mark for Lincoln Memorial. A 3-year score. Rail Splitters get it right back. Rios again finds Smitty. This one is an air ball right to Truschel. Fahey now to Cannon, sees daylight. Puts it up from 7 feet. That was easy pickings.
Yeah, it got knocked away. And then in kind of the scrum for the loose ball, everybody lost their assignment. And then when she picked it back up, was uncovered. That's actually a tough shot to make, the stationary, not leaving the floor, 8-footer.
Because you're not in rhythm.
Yeah, that's right. It's like a 3-foot putt.
Well, that should be an offensive foul, and is. Chloe just put a shoulder down and eliminated the defender. 4:03 to go. Timeout on the floor. It's UNG 10, Lincoln Memorial 3. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back in a moment.
Considering a career change? Ready to lead in healthcare? Be a nurse in 15 months with our accelerated Bachelor's of Nursing track. Learn more at ung.edu/ABSN. Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountain.
4 points thus far on the afternoon from Daisha Cannon to lead the way for North Georgia. Daisha coming in, averaging 10 points a contest, the leading rebounder so far in the early season at nearly 8 rebounds a game.
Yeah, she's kind of that undersized but dynamic 4 for us. So she's going to have to guard players that are of a bigger position, but in turn that can create an offensive advantage on our end.
The quick 3, no good, but a rebound. Another shot at it. Sticker in the ball game. 3 from the left side is going to be short, and Rios again with a loose ball. 10-3 your score. North Georgia, they led 8-0 before Lincoln Memorial got their first basket at the 4:51 mark. Smitty drives to the paint, contact, and a foul. Smitty in the corner. Now goes baseline, zips it out to Rios. Quick 3, that is an air ball. A lot of defensive pressure and a resulting turnover.
Ball handling wise, we've got to remember that whenever we have a speed dribble like that, a lot of times there is a trail defender coming at you. And so when you go speed dribble to pick up dribble, you're in trouble a lot of times.
Right.
So it's got to be speed dribble to pass instead of speed dribble to pick up.
Right. Smitty away to Rios. Quick 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound snared by Truschel. And that's something you alluded to last night with respect to too much dribbling sometimes.
Yeah, the 2 things you want to stay away from in this game is the 1 dribble pickup and the speed dribble along the sideline.
Sticker tries for a 3. This one off the iron, no good. Rebound snared by Lauren Flowers. Rail Splitters looking for their second bucket of the afternoon. Not to be on that trip down the floor. Hall and Pierce leading the way. Now Truschel, 3 left side, good.
Yeah, did you see how much more in rhythm she was on that shot? That those are going to go at a high percentage when Emily Truschel shoots that, right, an unchallenged 3 like that.
The difference in the comfort level, I'm sure, makes a huge difference.
When she can catch, dip, shoot.
Rios made herself some room and got the bucket. 13-5 your score, 1:45 to go, first quarter. Hall now top of the key, works to the left side, heads down the lane, nothing there. Sticker, turns, shoots, 5-footer is short.
That's that 5-footer that's so hard to shoot off of a flat foot.
3-point attempt left side, no good. Weak side offensive rebound, though, for Flowers. And a whistle stops the clock with 1:19 to go.
Lexi Pierce on the backside had a rim runner that was able to go kind of around her and grab the offensive rebound, and then just in the scrum, just reached down and picked up the foul.
Jordan Maney checks out. Chloe Savage back in. Takes the inbound pass. Shot no good. Battle for the loose ball. Here come the Nighthawks. Hall on the move. Now kicks it back. Truschel, three-pointer, good! And might have added an and one.
That assist is going to go obviously to Ansley Hall, but what she did in a 3-on-2 is seeing that she had a trailing shooter on the right side that was not going to make a rim run for a layup. She dribbled into her defender and then kind of dribble handoff back to her. That is high IQ basketball from the point guard right there. She basically set a handoff, ball screen, kick out, and just bought Emily the extra time to be in rhythm for the transition three.
By the way, in the ball game for the Nighthawks, number 23, Kendall Eminer. Truschel inbounds, the bounce pass to Hall, double teamed immediately, now zips it over to Pierce. Lexi will bring it up to the foul line. Truschel absolutely wide open and makes them pay.
Yeah, these in and out threes that touch the paint, and she can catch them in rhythm and shoot. She's going to make a rate of a free throw.
And Coach Devin Carter has seen enough, calls the timeout with 27.6 to go here in the first quarter. It's UNG 19, Lincoln Memorial 5. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Considering a career change? Ready to lead in healthcare? Be a nurse in 15 months with our accelerated Bachelor's of Nursing track. Learn more at ung.edu/ABSN.
Emily Truschel with 12 points to lead the way thus far for the Nighthawks.
And really all 12 have come from three. She's made 3 threes, and then the other one came from a foul on a three.
Yep.
3 free throws. So.
To start the game. That was the first points of the afternoon. Foul called on the floor. This is the largest lead of the ball game thus far.
Coach Burson keep rifling the guards in and out, trying to keep them fresh, number one, talk to them about handling pressure, but really more just focusing on keeping fresh people on the floor defensively and keeping the dribble penetrator in front of us.
Livy Blackstock and Isabel Davenport just in the ball game.
Which we just didn't do right there.
Yep. And that bucket makes it 19-7. We played one quarter. We'll take a break, be back with a second. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. It's a 12-point lead for North Georgia, looking to capture their second win in a row here to wrap up the 2023 edition of the UNG Nighthawk Classic. And looking to hand the Rail Splitters of LMU their first loss of the season at the same time. Second quarter underway. Maddie Tanner just in the ball game for Lincoln Memorial. A shot in the lane, up and good, and it's 19-9.
That's back-to-back defensive possessions where we've just struggled to keep the dribbler in front of us.
And the Rail Splitters are picking up the defensive pace, no doubt. Bounce pass, the drive, the shot, no good. Rebound snared by Jasmine Robinson.
Great cut by Ansley Hall there. Great find as well. Very rarely do you get the one-legged layup in the live flow of game, and something that you want to make sure you convert on.
Tanner drives. Now in the hands of Sophie Henry. The pass away. Shot is no good, but an offensive board and a follow. And that's good for Jasmine Robinson.
That's now 3 times that dribble penetration consecutively has hurt us. Although the driver didn't make the shot, it forced us to rotate and give up that offensive rebound.
Truschel looks for her 4th three-pointer.
And she shoots it. So I mean, when she gets that dip, she's got an exaggerated dip that generates the energy for the shot. When she gets that without a shot, without a closeout in her face, those things are going to go down at a uniquely successful rate.
Easy bucket there underneath for Robinson.
Another situation where dribble penetration has hurt us. Easy access to the paint offensively. They get in there, force us to rotate. The big changes sides, goes to the other block and is wide open for a dump down pass.
Truschel gets it into Cannon. Now Hall. Tough shot, would not go.
That's the right play by Ansley there. She, the defender never committed, and she was able to get the ball on the rim, but 2 consecutive shots from the point guard that we definitely want to convert.
Did they wave off the last bucket by Robinson?
I'm not sure.
Okay, just added it to the board. That one up, no good, but an offensive rebound for Rios. This one wouldn't go. Robinson, another rebound and bucket. That's 2 in a row, and it's 22-15.
It's a dynamic rebounder in there, you know, like when it turns just into a power contest or a jumping contest or under the rim, when it's put back, and the ball never comes back out of the restricted arc. You really got to have that person that can just elevate, and that's what's happening for Lincoln Memorial right there.
Bucket will be waved off and an offensive foul on Cannon. And I'm not so sure where the defensive player was set up. Nonetheless, heading back this way.
Coach Burson got to make a tactical change here and show some 1-3-1. We did it for 1 possession last night, and they made a 3. And so it kind of got us out of it a little bit. 1-3-1 has historically been really good for us, and but anytime you play zone and a team makes a 3, it's just human nature to want to get out of it. So right there, 50-50 call that goes either way. We get hit with the block, and we're back in man, and
ball out of bounds to North Georgia.
Although going to get a turnover here, still back. It's like Lincoln Memorial sees blood in the water whenever we're in man. You see just their confidence. They think that they can put it down on the floor and drive aggressively at the rim.
Foul in the backcourt on Maddie Tanner, and you were talking about confidence, and just as we saw Emily bringing the ball up court, the confidence to even go for the behind-the-back dribble.
No, she's got a very unique skill set. She has not played the game like a 5. I mean, by evidence of 4 threes already this half.
That one up and would not go. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay North Georgia's. 22-15 your score. 6:35 left here in the second quarter. Substitution for the Rail Splitters. Number 15, Jordan Maney, coming back in, giving a breather to Zion Smith, grad student from Phoenix, and went to Cal Poly Humboldt. That's up in Bigfoot country.
Long way from Harrogate.
Yeah. Shot clock at 7. Truschel with 5, 4, 3. Emily launches the three-pointer, no good. And the Rail Splitters have it.
Out of rhythm there. She had to shoot it off of the bounce.
And defenders much closer.
Way more comfortable shooting it off of the catch or the kick out.
Nice rebound by Emily. Hall now, 5:55 to go. Backdoor cut, and could not save it before going out of bounds. She was pretty far underneath with when the ball got to her.
Yeah. I recognize too there that it looks like a couple of Emily, I don't know, has subbed out in a while. And it looks like she's trying to catch her breath. And you just want to make sure that you don't, point guard on the floor needs to pick up on that and maybe just pull that dribble back out and try to run a little offense.
Left-handed three up, no good. That'll be over the top on Robinson.
And that's a great box out by Kendall Emmerner there. Freshman. That's the dynamic rebounder for the Rail Splitters that has been giving us trouble when we've been having to rotate. She did a good job of keeping her off the glass and picking up a foul on her.
Dacia, three left side, good! And Pierce makes it 25-15.
Lexi Pierce can absolutely spin it as a freshman as well. It's just a matter of time before freshmen realize that, hey, I can shoot it at this level too. It's the same shot. I think that although she maybe have gotten off to a little bit of a slow start behind the three-point line, she's somebody that is going to be tagged on opposing team scouts as a shooter.
A return three for Lauren Flowers. 25-18, 4:50 to go until half.
And that's the leadership right there that you see from Truschel. You're angered, but you gave up a three. We pitch ahead, and instead of trying to get that back immediately, she pulls up, lets her teammates find her spot, threw it in for the post touch, and going to get us to the free throw line.
Timeout on the floor. 4:44 to go here until the half. It's the University of North Georgia 25, Lincoln Memorial 18. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Teams back on the floor. It is a 7-point ball game here. Just better than midway through the second quarter. At the line for the Nighthawks, Kendall Eminer out of Macon, Georgia. 6'1" freshman. Settles in and can't get that one to go through. Rios with the ball. Smitty a long three, and it's good. And where the offense was in short supply for the Rail Splitters in quarter number one, it is flowing a bit more easily here in the second.
Yeah, there's a reason that they're 3-0. Nicely organized team. They've got nice pieces. Strategically, they feel like that it's not something that they did very much yesterday, but that they feel like North Georgia is subject to pressure. So they're trying to guard us full court, which opens up space for our bigs like that when we get into the half court set.
First bucket of the day for Eminer, 27-21. Smitty. Nothing there. Now Flowers will try a three, and it's out of bounds. Didn't touch a thing. Fahey back to Cannon. Dacia will bring it up herself, guarded by Flowers. Now hands it to Carly. Tried to get it to Truschel, but knocked away. Turnover. Nearly taken back. Smitty missed there, just didn't get set. Here come the Nighthawks. 3-on-2. Cannon stops and pops. That's that tough shot.
Yeah. That one, at least, she was able to elevate off the floor and dribble first. The previous one, she just caught it, turned, and shot it flat-footed. That one was off the dribble, able to catch, put her body in momentum to get the shot off. But regardless, those 8-footers, whether they're pull-ups or catch and shoots, are really tough shots.
6 points on the day for Cannon. Give the bucket there to Jordan Maney for the Rail Splitters, 29-23.
Right there, got caught in another one of the switches, which we've been good in so far. But right there, it was just guard on big, and Carly went to take the charge.
Eminer below, nice job, but it wouldn't go in. Boy.
Doesn't matter, doesn't take away the fact that that is a wonderful offensive move from the freshman.
Flowers drives to the paint, knocked away. Truschel with the ball. Emily stops. Away to Fahey. Carly feeds it to Eminer. Wouldn't go, tipped it. And here come the Rail Splitters. That is so difficult to hit from right there underneath the goal.
And she just got to stay confident and know that those shots are going to fall.
Rios in the lane, stops. Nice move, but the shot wouldn't go. Eminer the rebound.
Lincoln Memorial guards are really good in playing off 2 feet once they get into the paint and jump stopping and using their pivot.
90 seconds remaining here until halftime. That's going to be a blocking foul on Jordan Maney. Stops the clock with 1:30 to go here, second quarter.
Wow. Tough as nails to get up from that.
Yep.
I'd say that we went into baseline out, and they're going to say that she must have been passing on that.
Okay, instead of shooting.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine.
Fahey is calling for somebody to move. Now we'll lob it to Sticker at the foul line. The feed to Eminer, turns and is fouled in the act of shooting. She'll go to the line. Fouled by Jasmine Robinson. Third on Robinson. She'll go to the bench. Savage in to replace her. Eminer to the line. That one just would not settle in. She'll have another.
You see her teammates quickly get to her, though, and just kind of try to give her a little bit of reassurance that it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And it looks good coming off of her hands. She's just missing a couple of tough bounces there.
29-23. Closing in on halftime. Maddie Tanner, three-point effort, no good. Rebound taken by Pierce and a foul.
Going to be free throws too now the rest of the way. Only a minute 67 seconds left. But one thing that we want to caution against is Lexi Pierce went up there in traffic and grabbed that rebound as she was looking for relief.
Right.
And just immediately put it down with her right hand, trying to get out of traffic. And right there, maybe, although luckily Lincoln Memorial got called for the reach, maybe it's just a pivot and let the pressure relieve itself.
1 of 2 for Lexi, and it's 30-23. Inside a minute we go. Remaining here in the second quarter. Rios will drive, zips in the corner. Tanner, three, no good. But an offensive board for Flowers. Bounce pass, shot up, and good for Rios.
Nice little interior pass there from the Rail Splitters.
5-point ball game. Fahey in trouble there. Ball knocked away by Tanner. And Lincoln Memorial has it, looking to make it even tighter as we close in on halftime. Savage, top of the key, away to Henry. Now this time away to Flowers. Rios, three-pointer way off the mark. And a foul on Sophie Henry.
That's just, well, first of all, offensively on the last possession, it's a speed dribble pickup against the side, or speed dribble against the sideline that you pick up. Normally, those are going to result in turnovers more times than not. But there, a terrible shot result from Lincoln Memorial that lands in the hands of arguably the league's best free throw shooter, and you foul from behind 90 feet away. Coach Carter likely not happy about that.
And Emily making the first, give her now 15 points on the day. 31-25. One more coming.
Emily shoots a very true free throw shot.
I like that. I like that.
Good switch.
Shot clock, or the game clock winding down. Three-pointer air ball out of bounds, and that is the second quarter and wrapping up the first half. Your score, North Georgia 32, Lincoln Memorial 25. We'll take a breather and be back with more. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
The mountains are open.
My name is Lana Titterina, and UNG is where I lead. I chose UNG because of the tennis program and how much the tennis program has achieved in the past. And I wanted to be a part of building a good team. But also the campus is very beautiful, the location. It has the new business building that I really like, and when I did my research I really liked Dahlonega in Georgia. So one of the biggest challenges that I faced was coming here and not knowing anyone. I didn't know how the culture was and how to really approach people, and being new and not knowing anyone can be tough in the beginning, so you have to really put yourself out there and make connections, talk to people. So that's where I feel like I've grown a lot, and I've gotten to know a lot of people here, and that has helped my experience. My advice for international students would be just go for it. It may be tough in the beginning, but it's all going to be worth it at the end. You're going to meet amazing people. It's really fun, and you get a very good degree.
Since 2007, we've seen an explosion in popularity of superhero movies in the last decade. Rayner argues that superhero films offer an escape from the boredom many of us feel with our lives. We love the epic. We want epic lives. There's a tension you're going to face as you celebrate, walk out of this door, and you go to Monday and you say, what's next? And more importantly, how do I live a superhero life? John Gordon, he's a best-selling author on leadership. This is what he says. There's a myth about success, graduates. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. One that says it's all about you. But here's the truth. You're not a real success unless you're helping others be successful. That's the greatest self-growth strategy of all time. The more you help others grow and improve, you grow and improve. Focus on others. It's not about you. And you'll find something even greater than success. Graduates, you'll find significance. But remember, in all of this, there's a tension. How do I live a superhero life? Enter the epic by being bold. Your family, your community, our state, and our nation are all counting on you. Graduates, today we celebrate you. We celebrate your hard work. We celebrate your diligence. We celebrate your commitment. And I am so incredibly proud of you.
It takes more than intelligence and talent to succeed in life. It takes grit and a commitment to excellence.
It takes the willingness to serve others and a cause greater than yourself.
It requires you to push boundaries,
ask difficult questions,
and understand the world around you.
It requires you to know your strengths
and weaknesses, and have the desire to make yourself better than you were yesterday.
It requires you to be independent, efficient, and tolerant.
Ultimately, it requires you to be a leader. At the University of North Georgia, we develop leaders.
Leaders who serve our country abroad to tackle the challenges of the world.
And leaders who serve at home to improve our way of life.
Leaders who never quit.
Leaders who lead by example and not exception.
Leaders who are tough, but fair.
Leaders who are relentless and passionate.
Leaders who solve problems and don't make excuses.
Leaders who do the right thing, even when no one's looking.
There's nothing average about the University of North Georgia and its Corps of Cadets.
If you've got what it takes, then bring it.
You can't really get an idea of how another country runs their military till you go abroad.
It was cool to see their outlook on just life in general. To be there as a global ambassador is definitely a life-changing experience.
I participated in the Management College National Defense University Cadet Exchange. That is located in Taipei, Taiwan.
So I participated in study abroad internship in country of Georgia. The program I participated in was the Swiss Summer Mountaineering course. The experience was extremely professional. There were people from different militaries across the world. I was training with soldiers that were once our adversaries. It's fun to notice the importance of diplomatic relations and also civil affairs through the military.
The host school was always really going out of their way to help us get the full cultural experience because we were, in their eyes, only going to be there for 5 months.
They drove us out and we hiked to a glacier. That was unique, especially coming from Tennessee. There's no ice walls to climb. Their native language of Georgian was very difficult. However, at the end, I gave a little speech in Georgian, thanking their academy. It was an eye-opening experience. One thing I learned in Switzerland was to try and enjoy everything that you're doing, no matter how challenging it is.
Being able to see the country of your target language in person and really living day to day can move your passion to continue learning the language that much further.
All the conferences, all the internship, and all the exchange programs will help you as you develop, not just as a soldier, but also as a person. I think everybody in the Corps should study abroad because it will develop them so much.
If you have a free semester, it's the perfect time to explore a country. There's really not much holding you back in terms of whether or not you should go. It's a great experience.
I got extremely valuable training and just an overall incredible life experience that I wouldn't have gotten going to any other school. And it was the opportunity of a lifetime.
My wife's family is full of medical professionals, including lots of nurses. The more they talk to me about nursing, the more I realize there are so many different opportunities within the field of nursing. You can constantly continue growing, continue learning, which was something that really drew me to it. I was really attracted to the accelerated program at UNG for a couple reasons. One, I heard that UNG, like everything I've heard about UNG's nursing program is incredible. I have a couple friends who have been through it in recent years and had just spoke very highly of it. Just everything I've seen online, spoken about it, it's just a very reputable program. So UNG was already a pretty clear choice for me. And then seeing the opportunity to do an accelerated program, it was kind of a no-brainer. Honestly, I get to graduate earlier, and one of the things that appealed to me the most, actually, was that most of our clinical rotations are at Northeast Georgia Medical Center. I am really thankful for the faculty that are specifically dedicated to the ABSN program here. This faculty, they really want to see us succeed in this program and be the best nurses we can possibly be.
And back we are here at the Convocation Center. Final game of the UNG Nighthawk Classic. At the break, it's a 7-point North Georgia lead, 32-25. It was a big first quarter for the Nighthawks. Ran out to an 8-0 lead before the first bucket by Lincoln Memorial, then ahead by as many as 14 points at 19-5. A last-second basket by the Rail Splitters to end the first quarter made that 19-7 at the end of one. And then a lot more offensive accuracy for Lincoln Memorial in the second quarter, and it became a much tighter ball game, 32-25, as we sit here just minutes away from the start of quarter number 3. Obviously, after that first quarter, Lee, the Rail Splitters and head coach Devin Carter decided to pick things up a bit defensively.
Yeah, it's kind of like, even historically for a while, teams have felt like if you can speed us up, that we become uncomfortable, because when North Georgia runs half-court offense with traditionally the quality of post play that we've had over the last 6 years, let's say, you are not going to fare well. And so teams want to speed us up, but what we have now is confident returning guards and new guards in Ansley Hall that doesn't bother them.
Right.
And, well, to some degree. Right now, let's see, it looks like we had 8 first-half turnovers after 27 just last night. Emily Truschel, 17 points on 4 of 5 from 3. It looks like none of her shots have come from inside the arc yet. It's either been the foul 3 or the rhythm 3s. And so, holding Lincoln Memorial to under 30% from the floor, including 3 of 18 from long range.
Yeah.
Anytime you can force a team into shooting what is on pace for 36 threes in an afternoon, they better get really streaky hot from long, or what I think that you'll see from them in the second half, where they've had a little bit of success, is just a hard rotation offensively. It doesn't necessarily have to be a set call, but just a hard change of side from the floor and then attacking off the dribble. Because when we are forced to rotate, number one, it gives the opportunity for the rail splitters to get the ball on the rim, which in turn gives offensive rebounding opportunities because we've had to rotate. So that was a good first half for North Georgia, and I think that some of the rail splitters' disruption has to do with the plan for how we are intentionally guarding them.
Bingo. You made mention of the lack of accuracy beyond the arc for Lincoln Memorial. Not so for the Nighthawks, shooting better beyond the arc than from the floor in general. 46% on 6 of 13 beyond the arc, 41.7% from the floor overall.
Yeah, and that's what we said in the opening, that we're waiting for that time where North Georgia gets really hot from behind the three-point line, because historically we're shooting at, or over the course of the first 3 games, we're shooting at a 25% as a team, and that's just not going to cut it in the long term. So seeing that number trending in the right direction. Now, there cannot be an expectation to shoot nearly 50% from behind the arc over the span of a season, but numbers normally kind of tend to settle.
Right.
And I think that when they settle, we are a above average 3-point shooting team. We are a middle 30s 3-point shooting team or better. It's just for us minimizing the amount of turnovers, creating value in every offensive possession. And a value in an offensive possession doesn't necessarily have to be points. It just has to be the shot you want to take. We can't have empty possessions. And then if we're going to continue to switch and be interchangeable defensively, we've got to be really good when teams decide to attack the switch.
Leading scorer thus far, Emily Truschel at 17 points on the day. And we are underway here in the third quarter. North Georgia with possession. Hall works the left side. That was a tough angle.
Good job defensively by Smitty from Lincoln Memorial there of pushing Lexi off of her intended drive line, and then in turn running the floor and making a nice little pull-up bank shot to get the rail splitters off to a nice start here.
And they pull within 5 at 32-27. Opening minute of the third quarter. Hall, baseline, not a lot doing. Tried to get it to Cannon, but taken away. Rios. Savage, top of the key, and back to Rios it goes.
That last possession there, turnover by Ansley. That's one thing, that's probably a habit that you're going to see us identify as something that we need to snap, and that's on when we force rotation or get double teamed, trying to throw it through hands.
Beautiful feed from Hall to Cannon, the basket and the foul on Savage.
Good job by, I believe it was Lexi Pierce, getting the paint touch, forcing their post player to step up the floor.
Cannon now with 8 points, looking for number 9 right here. And that one is short. It stays 34-29. The other end, Rios going all the way. Not a whole lot to stop her.
Yeah, that'll get under Coach Burston's skin right there. Missed free throw, not the missed free throw per se, but just in defensive transition, nobody taking ownership of stopping the ball handler.
Hall, the right wing, out front. Pierce now works to the left side. Cannon, the feed intended for Truschel, knocked away. Coach Burson getting in some miles this afternoon along that sideline.
Yeah, that's the traditional high-low action that you've always seen from North Georgia, and just you got to hold that for over a second, right? Second and a half, 2 seconds. You've got to hold that and to allow the space for it to be thrown into. And Emily just unfortunately released and allowed the rail splitters to get over the top, knock that away.
3-point ball game, 34-31. And we're tied. Smitty leading the way now with 13 points. Cannon to Truschel. Fahey drives and contact. That's an offensive foul in the lane. First time this game has been tied, and a timeout taken with 7:41 to go in the third. Knotted at 34 right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Northeast Georgia Health System is a proud supporter of North Georgia Nighthawk Athletics.
And Lincoln Memorial led by the scoring of Alexis Smitty, who came in averaging only 7 points a game, has nearly doubled that already. And we're tied at 34.
Confident three-point shooter. Kind of knuckleballs it up there, but you can tell if people are, it doesn't matter necessarily technically what it looks like. It's about the result of the ball going in, and regardless of how it spins, she puts it in the basket.
Savage lost the handle, turnover, and a foul at midcourt on Flowers. That is the second team foul here in the third quarter. Truschel will inbound, does so to Hall, and play resumes. Ball kicked out of bounds. Nighthawks will inbound it in front of their bench. Hall guarded by Rios. Now Truschel picks up her dribble. Ansley as we move inside. 7 minutes to go, third quarter. Shot clock at 7. Hall with 5, 4, tries a 3, air ball, no good. And that's going to be a shot clock violation because it did not hit the rim. Didn't seem like the Nighthawks ever got into the flow that possession.
No, it really kept it in a bad, for a good bit of that offensive possession, kept it in a bad spot of the floor over there in the corner, right in front of their bench.
Flowers out front. Smitty to the foul line, back to Savage. Chloe backs in, the shot is up with the left hand, no good. Flowers the follow, no good again. And ball's loose. Wow. Thought the Rail Splitters were going to get one of those to go, but didn't. Hall at the right elbow, Truschel, top of the key, thought about it. 5:55 to go in the third. Hall in traffic and hits the floor, foul called. Cannon coming in. And a breather for Fahey.
This lineup right here, if we can guard with it, could do some damage because Eminer
and
going to be at the 5.
Yep.
Truschel at the 4. That means Dacia is going to be guarded by a guard.
Beautiful fake. The shot goes for Ansley Hall.
And a left-handed finish and enough spin on it to be able to get it over the threshold of the rim.
Had a little English on that one. 36-34.
Yeah, the key here is going to be, can we guard with this lineup?
Foul called on Eminer. I think as much as anything, it was just Maney hitting the floor. May have gotten her feet tangled up.
I do think that there is the ability for this group to score based on how they're going to make teams match up against them.
Rios with the ball. Now Maney over to Smitty, guarded by Cannon. Shot clock at 9. Smitty with 7, 6 at the foul line. Stops. Back to Maney. 3-2. Shot up and good.
Shot fake and paint touch. I thought we'd done a good job of keeping them out of rhythm on the possession, but a late shot fake and paint touch.
Hall finds Eminer inside. The left-hand shot, no good. Tries it again. This one, no good. And Rail Splitters come away with it.
She has got to keep playing because I tell you what.
Smitty, no good. Cannon, beautiful position. And the rebound, ball out of bounds, and it will stay North Georgia ball.
She's getting such clean look on the rim and working really hard and being in the right spot. Just got to stay patient and know that those things, when your mind slows down just that millimeter of a second more, those easy makes will fall.
They'll happen. Sticker comes into the lineup, but a timeout on the floor stops it at 4:37 to go here in the third quarter. Tied at 36, North Georgia and Lincoln Memorial. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Nighthawks have been in the 80s the last 2 ball games. Don't know that we'll get there this afternoon. Tied at 36.
Really a different tale of two cities from the game last night.
Yeah, entirely.
Knew it was going to be such fewer possessions.
Pierce to Cannon. Over it goes to Truschel. That one just slightly off mark. Wouldn't go. Had a defender flying into her face.
Yeah, right there. Sophie Henry from Lincoln Memorial did a good job of just closing that gap.
Look at that steal by Hall. The feed to Pierce. Throws it up. Nearly went, but drew the foul.
That's a play that I'm sure Coach Burson and Coach Schedule will clip for Lexi. They'll probably explore her to consider playing off of 2 feet on that that situation, to where she can play off 2 and either explode up, but it gives her a little bit better shot at absorbing that contact. And really, you want your guards thinking 3 out of that, and not just 2 or not just free throw line.
Henry with the ball, 37-36, 1 of 2 for Pierce at the line. The Rail Splitters have not led in this ball game. Maddie Tanner, ball around the horn. Smith, Flowers, a shot, no good, way off the mark, and foul called. Will it be on Tanner or on Smith?
I thought that she had called a player control. Like the mechanism of the call was player control. And tell you what, Lincoln Memorial's been really good at and caused some disruption for us on what's called jamming the rebounder. So anytime we get a defensive rebound, they immediately, whether it's planned or not, put defenders around it. And fortunately for us there, it's arguably our best ball handler.
Right.
And they jammed her defensive rebound, and unfortunately she was able to use that relief dribble, which caused the jammer to get called for the foul. But that was close. I thought, well, not close. It was definitely a block, but I thought she was getting called for player control.
Bonus opportunity. Neither would fall, but an offensive rebound for Dacia Cannon.
That'll make a coach slap a clipboard right there. Offensive rebounds off of a missed, actually that's even worse, a second missed free throw.
You would never have slapped a clipboard, would you?
No.
Three-pointer is up, and we are knotted at 39. Third time this one's been tied here in the third quarter. Tied at 34, 36, and now 39. The feed to Cannon, works to the paint, stops, puts it up, tough angle, no good. Rios might have traveled and did. She was trying to get rid of it as she fell to the floor, but couldn't do it.
That is the situation, although not sure who's playing our 5 right now, where Dacia can take players off the dribble.
Sticker takes the inbound. Hall in the corner. Pops a 3. Good, and the foul. A 4-point opportunity.
There's a lot to be said about that play. It's like we need that momentum play. We need that icebreaker. But for Ansley to have the confidence to even take that, not necessarily needed at that point because we had plenty of time on the possession, but just to take a challenge 3 from the corner.
And the confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. That says a lot. Unfortunately, unable to connect on the old 4-point play.
The rare opportunity. Flowers loses it out of bounds.
It is clearly evident that Lincoln Memorial wants to just pressure us defensively and absolutely take us off the bounce on the dribble.
Coach Burson calling the timeout because Hall was in trouble. 42-39. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
We have got to eliminate the dribble pickups against the third defender, which is the sideline.
So I've heard you say that 3 times in the last 2 days. Obviously, that's something that the coaching staff for North Georgia is aware of, but it's so difficult sometimes to make it happen in game situations.
It's human nature. There's not a person over there on the North Georgia bench that is hearing Coach Burson say that for the first time. It's just human nature to try to go to your dominant hand, which a good defender is just going to funnel you against the sideline. Whereas it's 1-2 that way, stop, diagonal pass, and then play. But it's just a comfort thing for players.
Hall will get it across half court. 3-point lead for the Nighthawks. Hall works the left side, stops, back, open. Truschel for 3, no good. Rebound, though, to Sticker. They'll try it again. Emily, one dribble into Hall.
Won't show up in the box score there, but another good shot challenge from Smitty from Lincoln Memorial.
3-pointer wing, good.
There we go. Good to see Carly Fahey get one down. Unbelievable mid-air composure from Ansley Hall there to dribble under the rim and kick it out left-handed.
Talk a little bit, too, as you see the pass tipped away. The fact that the Rail Splitters have tied this game now 3 times here in the third, but have not yet been able to go in front. Nighthawks responding every time.
That's that mentality that we've talked about some, like the first basket of the game. You know, it's almost like a relief. And so when a team has made a run and they tie it, but you still kind of get your composure back, there's a difference when a team makes a run and then takes a lead. So, like, we were up, what was our largest lead?
Largest lead was 14 points.
Oh, wow. So we were up 14, and then when the team battles back and takes a lead, it stings just a touch more than a team that comes back and just ties it up.
Right. Rail Splitters keep it. 1:40 to go here in the third. 45-39. Smitty blocked by Sticker. Oh, I thought it was clean. And so did Coach Burson.
A lot of people in the stands with the Scorpion. Hands in the air. I mean, it's back what Lincoln Memorial wants to do right there. Though. You know, so we switched guard to big, considering Kaylee Sticker is a big. We just switched it, and then they just spread it out and attacked us. Ball handler went past her. She arguably blocked it from behind to no foul.
Right.
But it doesn't matter. That's Lincoln Memorial, regardless if they get points off the possession or not, or offensively getting what they want.
Second one for Smitty, good. She hit them both, and it's 45-41. 1.5 minutes to go here. Near steal. Smitty knocks it free. Stickers got it. Across to Truschel, fakes. Now takes the 3, wouldn't go.
That's an extremely hard 3 to make after a pass fake.
Yep.
You want a catch and shoot 3, but a catch, pass fake, it changes the dynamic and the rhythm of the shot. That's a charge. A lot of times that is missed short.
Offensive board, the follow no good. Battle inside, bodies going everywhere. Foul. On whom will it be assessed?
On Ansley Hall, who was on the floor.
And the officials conferring. And it is indeed given to Hall. That's her 3rd foul. A lot of ball left to be played. That is the 5th foul on the Nighthawks here in the quarter. And we'll send Jordan Maney to the line. Exactly a minute left here in the third. Maney, the left-hander, puts that one up off the left side of the iron. No good.
See a press opportunity coming from Lincoln Memorial off of a made free throw.
And there's the made free throw. 3-point ball game, 45-42. And there's the pressure. Hall will bring it up against Rios. Gets it across half court. Draws the foul. And that'll send Ansley to the line.
I don't see where the rotation is coming from early. It looks like a face guard to a 2-2-1, but I think it's just man full. And if it's man full, then let's just catch it and inbound it to our best ball handler.
And let her do it.
Clear the floor and play.
Hall makes the first.
A lot of presses back to the point on the speed dribble on the sideline. Don't initiate their action until there is a speed dribble.
Right.
Or until something happens. If it's not a catch and trap, like when you're trying to rally from behind, normally full court pressures need an igniter. And composure means just grabbing it, seeing what's happening here, and maybe just dribbling it up the floor, although Ansley's going to sit the final minute.
Flowers for three, no good. Weak side rebound, though, for Rios. 47-42, 30 seconds remaining in the third. Maney works her way around and hits the layup. Handball taking it. Half court, 2-on-1. Flowers for the three, and the tie, no good. Maney the rebound, back to Flowers, over to Smitty. She'll try to tie it, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and I think the Rail Splitters will have it with 5 seconds to go in the third. That was a tough pass there at midcourt that created the turnover that started that possession.
Not much confidence.
Oh, goodness. And that's going to send Maney to the line for 2 shots with 2.1 to go in the quarter. Third foul on Faze. The Nighthawks have a pair of players with 3 fouls.
Got to find our manufacturer some backcourt offensive confidence.
Maney makes the first and the second, and it's a 1-point ball game, 47-46. 2 seconds to go. Inbound comes to Fahey, and the half-court heave is up, and it is off the mark, no good. And contact between Jasmine Robinson and Sticker. No foul called at the buzzer. Fourth quarter straight ahead. Nighthawks by 1 on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Considering a career change? Ready to lead in healthcare? Be a nurse in 15 months with our accelerated Bachelor's of Nursing track. Learn more at ung.edu/ABSN.
Shop, play, and stay in Dahlonega, the heart of the North Georgia Mountains.
This has been a hard-nosed ball game all the way, and only a point separates the two teams. North Georgia clinging to a 1-point advantage, 47-46. Smitty will inbound it, and Lincoln Memorial has possession, and fourth quarter is underway.
Two good teams. Two good plans.
Smitty picks up her dribble in the corner. It goes. The feed inside and a foul on the floor.
What is going to prevail? Lincoln Memorial's ability to disrupt us in the full court and attack us off the bounce in the half court.
That foul, the fourth on Fahey.
Or North Georgia ability to grab some composure. Get stops defensively by keeping people in front.
Cannon in the ball game. Fahey out. And that's an offensive foul. And we'll give possession to the Nighthawks. Fourth on Maney. She goes to the bench. Cannon away to Hall. Ansley averaging 34 minutes a game. In traffic, the pass to Sticker, up, no good. And a rebound to Savage. Smitty works the right side of the lane. Bounce pass, shot is up. No good! And that'll be a foul over the top on Robinson.
Lucky is what North Georgia is right there. Again, off the bounce, just a blatant straight line drive around us. And a extremely late rotation. I mean, that is dribble drive offense 101, where you just drive to one direction and throw it to the opposite post, hopefully before the rotation gets there.
Right.
There was no rotation, and Lincoln Memorial fortunately missed a bunny.
Cannon zips it cross court. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound Savage. Now dribbles it out. Still a 1-point lead for the Nighthawks. Smitty directing traffic. Works to the lane, the shot is up, and that's the first lead of the afternoon for Lincoln Memorial.
They didn't even need to pass there, to be honest with you. They just liked what they saw, cleared it out. Not only got around us offensively, but there was no rotation. We didn't even force them to help.
Truschel missing the three. Sticker gets the rebound. They'll try it again.
Nice response by Kaylee there. Very clean look from Emily.
Hall hits the three.
Tough step back three too as well. Bounce, then jab stepped her with a live dribble to create the space into the jump shot. That she is not afraid. She is not afraid of the moment.
And a very short-lived lead for the Rail Splitters, as the Nighthawks go back in front, 50-48. Inside 8 minutes to go. Whistle away from the ball, and that'll be on Savage. And she's fouled out of the ball game. Chloe Savage fouling out with more fouls than rebounds on the day. 5 fouls, 4 boards, no points.
It's man, just there we go.
Lizzie Campbell on the floor for the Nighthawks now. Hall guarded by Rios. The feed. Truschel fouled by Zion Smith. That was a beautiful feed.
That was. odd angle to catch it from, going away from the basket, and having, I believe she had to put it down on the floor to get her balance and have the whereabouts to absorb the contact coming from behind.
What's amazing to me is you see Emily hit that first free throw, being able to settle and have such a smooth delivery on the foul shot.
Yeah, all of her shots, threes, free throws, whatever it may be, the power comes from the legs. She was taught at a young age the fundamentals of shooting the basketball.
52-48 your score. North Georgia on top. Smitty picks up her dribble. Away it goes to Tanner. Maddie lost the handle, gets it back, nearly loses it again. Now Rios loses it to Pierce. Here come the Nighthawks. The feed. Hall drives, shoots, and no good. 7:07 to go. Rios back to Smitty. Head fake. Drives to the line. Now Flowers puts it up way off the mark, and a whistle.
Lexi Pierce on that possession defensively did a really good job of keeping the ball handler out of the paint. It's almost like you want to call the paint your area that you just can't let the teams touch. It's just you got to take it personal. And you almost want to just sit down and provide even just a little bit of ball cushion on the ball to where we're not going to allow the paint touch. And she did that on that possession.
So you got Cannon, Campbell, Truschel, Hall, and Pierce on the floor.
Again, another lineup that can create some offensive challenges for teams to guard if we can handle the pressure in the full court, which is man full. It's going to get some matchups that we like.
Feed to Truschel, beautifully done. Hall to Truschel.
She was open for about 2 seconds before that too, and it was good that they were able to execute it. A lot of times when you see it late, it ends up being a turnover, but good job by Emily to stay available and Ansley to deliver.
Tanner in the corner, out to Flowers, top of the key, works to the right, away to Rios. 6:18 to go in the ball game. A 5-point Nighthawk lead. Shot by Tanner, way short. Campbell the rebound. Hall guarded by Smitty, forcing her to the left. She'll take it. Oh, Campbell was open. Now the lob over the top, knocked away, and taken.
Throwing through hands. Eyes tell defenders where to put their hands, and when your eyes cover up the passing lane, you got to either move your eyes or move the hands with a shot fake or pass fake.
Shot down low, way off the mark. Ball into the hands of Hall. 5:35 to go and a 5-point lead for the University of North Georgia. Lob down low, Truschel kicks it out, corner three, Cannon, wouldn't go.
Wow.
Rios
cut her off.
Stops, puts it up, in, and a foul. Doggone it, and I think that's the fourth on Hall.
And Lincoln Memorial is probably licking their chops now, knowing that they've got plenty of time, although only one next foul is bonus material to extend their pressure. But Ansley, I think Coach Burson will make the decision just to let her play.
Yep. Rios hits the first timeout taken. We'll take it as well. 5:16 to go in the ball game. It's North Georgia 54, Lincoln Memorial 52. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. define your greatness.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
.5:16 remaining here to decide who will come out with victory in this final game of the UNG Nighthawk Classic. Truschel to inbound.
Need a ball handler.
Cannon gets it back to Emily and
to step up.
Yeah. Hall guarded by Tanner. That's first time we've seen that matchup. Now the lob to Pierce. Shot clock at 15 as we move inside 5 minutes to play. Pierce, a really tough angle on that one. And a travel. Turns it back over. Hall, this time guarded by Rios.
First time you've seen a set call action in a while.
Right. Pierce out front. Backdoor cut, Hall, ball loose, scramble. Campbell got a hand on it. And it's a jump, and it will be North Georgia retaining possession. Nine seconds on the shot clock. Inbound comes to Truschel. Now Hall with 5, 4. The drive, the shot, it's up, no good. Rebound, Campbell wouldn't go.
Can't foul here.
Open 3 for Tanner in the corner, no good, but an offensive board to Rios. Sends it back to Flowers, out front to Smitty. 54-52, 4:04 to go here in the fourth.
Yeah, they're going to just ball screen and try to get Ansley in ball screen defense, knowing she's got 4 fouls.
Shot clock winding down, the shot no good from Smitty. Campbell the rebound. Now Hall will slowly bring it up across midcourt. Truschel drives, turns, off balance shot, around the horn and in. That was quite the shot. Back to a 4-point lead. 3:23 to go. Flowers guarded by Cannon, behind the back dribble.
Where?
Oh no! No!
That is not a foul.
Oh no!
That is unbelievable rotational defense. Showing your chest. Protecting the paint.
Oh no.
And it looked like a foul.
Goodness.
Because of the fumble on the dribble penetration.
Wow. Flowers at the line, and the ball does not lie. First one, no good. Flowers, no good. And that is poetic justice right there. Truschel to Hall. 56-52, 3 minutes, 3 seconds left here in the ball game. Nice move in traffic. Off the glass, no good. Rios tracks it down. Boy, she might have traveled right there. Giovanni away to Smitty. Down low, Maney in traffic, nothing doing. Oh my gosh.
Gonna get Lizzie. Now, I think that there was a foul there, and I'll tell you why. She did a great job of walling up and showing her chest, but she got into her space too much.
Okay.
A little too much. So,
as opposed to being completely vertical.
So you want your defense to close the gap.
Right.
But where the offensive players' feet are, they own that area straight up, and we got past them.
Gotcha. Maney, the left-hander, puts it up, no good. They've missed 3 foul shots in a row. And 4 in a row. Sticker the rebound. 2.5 to go. Nighthawks with a 4-point lead and the ball. Truschel hands it to Hall. Out front to Pierce. Shot clock at 10. Ball knocked away and thankfully off of a rail splitter.
Lucky. We ran a set there, and we really tried hard to throw it to the roller when the roller wasn't open. Need to play with confidence.
Shot clock rolls. Well, it doesn't roll. And so now we'll So here's the kicker on that.
I don't know what Lincoln Memorial's upset about.
Because they're going to be much better off because of it.
Yeah, because we were already in tack mode. Now we got to go. Now we had to run offense.
A steal, the shot no good, out of bounds, and it's Lincoln Memorial ball. The problem with that is you only wound up with just 4 seconds.
Right, and you had to go from dead ball side in.
Yep. Inside 2 minutes to go. Rios to Smitty. Smitty works the left side and makes the layup.
That's high IQ basketball right there. She's not even at her best going to the left. And knowing that Ansley Hall's got 4 fouls and that we're not very committed to rotating defensively, seemingly, she just said, I'm going to take you off the bounce and you're either going to foul me or I'm going to get at the rim.
So we'll keep it right here, 56-54, a one-possession game. Nighthawks on top by 2. You've got Sticker, Hall, Fahey, who's playing with 4.
Oh, we're going to run the old football play. 5 players out of bounds.
I love it.
Hit the slot receiver coming back over the middle.
Hall will get it across, guarded by Tanner. 90 seconds left. Big possession here. Sticker straightaway 3. It is in and out, no good.
Tell you what Lincoln Memorial does is a great job of making us go left when we're trying to set a high ball screen, not letting us go off of the side we want to go to. They just turn the ball screen back to our non-dominant hand.
And Fahey has just fouled out of the ball game with 1:19 to go, and that will send Rios to the line, a chance to tie it. Cannon on the floor. Rios makes the first on the season now. 75%. And we're tied at 56. 1:19 to go. The lob comes to Sticker. Nearly lost it. Oh, goodness. Hall double teamed. Up the sideline to Cannon. Over to Truschel. Boy, had Pierce wide open inside. Couldn't get her the ball.
At least we're able to miss an opportunity, but at least able to reset.
Sticker to Hall. Shot clock at 8, 7, 6. A long three by Hall. Would not go. Lincoln Memorial the ball. 45 seconds left. Play some defense. And a timeout taken by Coach Carter with 42.5.
They will unequivocally be drawing something up that is not clean action to open somebody up at the rim, but to make us move and get a matchup that they like, and then they will just dribble attack us. What we need to do is stay committed to our defensive principles, and should we need to rotate with conviction,
right,
and get there early and force the driver to pass it. Because everybody's gonna shoot free throws at minimum.
Yep.
Probably on possession.
56-56. This is the fourth time the game's been tied. The only point at which Lincoln Memorial led was 48-47, and only until the Nighthawks could get the ball back down the floor and hit a three to retake the lead. Flowers to inbound in the backcourt to Smitty. Shot clock at 19, game clock 37. Maney out front, guarded by Blackstock. Backdoor cut, Smitty up and wouldn't go. Rebound to Truschel, timeout taken, North Georgia. That will advance the ball.
Who called the timeout? Okay.
Emily called it immediately.
Did she?
Upon getting the rebound.
Huh.
So 27.6.
We'll go sideline advance, which in turn, first of all, that was a wonderfully choreographed play by Lincoln Memorial out of the timeout.
Right.
They did run dribble handoffs until they got a matchup that they liked. But instead of attacking it off the dribble, when they had a big out guarding a little, they ran a dribble at back cut. And so our big just kind of got caught looking at the dribble coming to them. The guard back cut, which I believe was Smitty, missed a shot on the rim that she's going to make a lot more times than she misses. Truschel grabbed the rebound. But what the sideline advance does for us, right?
And the thinking being, you get the first good shot, take it.
I think if Emily Truschel is wide open in rhythm, really anywhere, we let her run with it. If the clock going down and give it to single digits and giving us.
Here we go, 10 seconds to go. Hall works to the left side, stops, back to Truschel, fakes with 4, 3, drives, heaves it up, and a foul will send her to the line with 2.5 seconds to go. I don't think there's anybody the Nighthawks would rather have at the line than Emily Truschel.
Lincoln Memorial, one timeout to burn still. So hopefully when Emily makes this, they will likely call a timeout to sideline advance, not to break pressure,
but just to be closer,
but to cut the distance that they have to navigate in just 2.5 seconds.
Truschel gets the roll. My, oh my. 57-56. Big one coming here.
This is not the end of the world if we miss.
It actually would be the best thing, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't get a good shot away.
Yeah, we make though. So now, geographically, the best spots on the floor that Lincoln Memorial can score from, if they're successful, only result in overtime.
Right. 2.5 seconds remain. A 2-point North Georgia lead, 58-56.
Emily Truschel, 25 points, 8 rebounds. It's a pretty good line.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
All right. Do we go all switch? I imagine we are. Watch Smitty to the corner.
All right, Rios to inbound. In, knocked away, back to Rios. Three-pointer on the way off the mark, and that's your ball game. The first loss of the season for Lincoln Memorial. They fall to 3-1. North Georgia improves to 3-1. What a ball game today in Dahlonega.
North Georgia showed some mettle. Showed a little weakness in pressure again, but wonderful teaching opportunities to be able to go back and say, hey, look, certain areas of the floor we want to stay away from. Certain ball handlers we want having it, and I think that it's not the last time that we're going to see teams try to guard us full court, whether it's full court man or some sort of a rotational action. But, man, I tell you what, Coach Burson and her staff tend to find ways to win close basketball games anywhere, but particularly in this building.
And they did it again today. Your final score, 58-56 over Lincoln Memorial. What a day of basketball to wrap up this UNG Nighthawk Classic. It has been a great one. So glad you joined us. And on behalf of Lee Glenn and everyone with the Nighthawk Sports Network, I'm Craig Corbin saying so long from Dahlonega.